All right, if you're a creator, you know the feeling. You pour everything you have into a video, you hit that publish button, and then nothing. It just stalls. Well, today, we are going to crack the code on the YouTube algorithm and turn it into your #1 tool for growth.
You know the drill. You spend hours, maybe even days on a video. You perfect the edit, you get the sound just right, you upload it, you're full of hope, and then this. 10 views. It is so frustrating, right? Or even worse, this. A big, fat 0. It's just crushing. It honestly feels like you're shouting into an empty room. And when you see numbers like that, it's pretty much impossible not to think this. The algorithm must hate me. It feels personal, like the whole system is just rigged to keep you down. But what if that's not what's happening at all? So, here's the big idea we need to wrap our heads around. The algorithm is not your enemy. It's not out to get you. It's just a machine that isn't confident, not yet anyway, that your video can make an audience happy. Let's dig into what that actually means. So here's the absolute truth of it. YouTube doesn't play favorites. The algorithm doesn't know your name. It doesn't care how many subscribers you have. The only thing it cares about, the only thing it understands, is how viewers react. Okay, so if viewer reaction is the only thing that matters, how in the world does YouTube measure it? Well, it all comes down to a really simple but incredibly powerful system. We'll call it the audience feedback loop. Don't get caught up thinking there's some complex secret formula. The process is actually pretty straightforward. When you upload, YouTube shows your video to a small test audience, and their reaction is everything. They either click and watch, or they scroll right past. That's it. That one simple choice decides if your video gets pushed out to more people or if its journey just stops right there. And this right here, this is the mental shift that changes the whole game. You have to stop trying to please a machine. The algorithm is just a mirror, and it's reflecting what viewers want. So the question you need to ask isn't, does YouTube like my video? The real question is, do viewers actually like my video? So if the algorithm is just watching the viewers, what exactly is it looking for? Well, it all boils down to 3 core signals, 3 key metrics that really tell the complete story of whether your video is a hit or a miss. First up is the click-through rate, or CTR. Just think of this as the front door to your video. When your thumbnail shows up on someone's screen, do they actually click on it? A high CTR means your packaging is working. This is, without a doubt, the first and most important test you have to pass. And I mean it. You could make the most incredible video in the history of the world, but if your thumbnail and title are weak, nobody is ever gonna see it. A great thumbnail isn't just a pretty picture. It's psychology. It has to spark curiosity and make a promise that's just too good to ignore. Okay, so they clicked. Awesome. But the job's not over. Now we have metric number 2, watch time. Did you actually deliver on the promise you made with your title and thumbnail? A long watch time is a massive signal to YouTube that says, hey, this content is actually valuable. I mean, just think about how you watch videos. How long do you give a new video before you just click away? 10 seconds? Maybe 5? That's why your hook, those very first moments, is absolutely everything. If you don't grab their attention right away, they are gone for good. And finally, viewer satisfaction. This is all about deep engagement. Did the video actually move someone enough to hit like, or to leave a comment, or to share it? Did they subscribe? These actions are like powerful little votes of confidence that tell YouTube, hey, this is the good stuff. Show it to more people. So now that we know how it all works, how do we turn this into a winning strategy? Honestly, it's simpler than you think. It really all comes down to one fundamental shift in how you look at things. Most creators who are struggling are stuck in creator brain. All they're thinking is, I need to upload more, I gotta stick to my schedule. But the successful creators, they operate from viewer brain. They are relentlessly focused on the audience, constantly asking, is this valuable? Is this entertaining? If I saw this on my homepage, would I actually click it? You know, when you start thinking from that viewer brain, you naturally start making content that people are looking for. The videos that just explode on YouTube almost always do one of these 3 things. They solve a painful problem, they answer a nagging question, or they spark a curiosity that just has to be satisfied. Okay, let's bring all this home. No more guessing, no more hoping. Here is your clear, actionable 3-point plan to figure out exactly what's holding your videos back.
It's almost never bad luck. The problem is almost always a breakdown in one of these three areas. Number one, people aren't clicking. That's a thumbnail and title problem. Number two, people aren't watching long enough. That's a weak intro problem. And number three, people aren't engaging. That's a content problem. It just isn't connecting.
And that's the beautiful part. You are in control here. By focusing on making your videos more clickable, more watchable, and more satisfying, you are feeding the algorithm the positive signals it desperately wants. And when you do that, it stops being this mysterious enemy and starts becoming your most powerful tool for growth.
So I'll leave you with this one thing. The next time you're about to upload, just stop. Step back, look at your title and thumbnail with fresh, honest eyes, and ask yourself that simple question. Because if your answer isn't a definite, passionate yes, why would you expect anyone else's to be?